Welcome back to FDUnites.com. Here with head coach Peter Cinella on Phil Podcast for another installment of the FDU Women's Basketball Report. Coach, tough 0-2 weekend for you guys, both on the road at Central Connecticut and at Mount St. Mary's. Mount St. Mary's game was tight throughout the second half. You guys made a good run in the third quarter to get it to 5 and got it to 2 a couple times. What did you see from your team in that response in the third quarter?
Well, in both those games we had comebacks. So in the Mount game, we cut it all the way down to 3, 4, 5 points multiple times. Wasn't able to get it done, but I was very happy with how we played in the second halves of both games as we outscored both those teams. So now we just got to find a way to play much better at the beginning of the game. We have to find ways to play for 40 minutes. We play good 30 minutes. We have to find ways to continue to develop as a team and develop a deeper roster to be able to play the full 40 minutes.
Is it just is it execution on both ends of the floor that's preventing you guys from getting the complete game, as you say?
Yeah, we made some defensive mistakes in the first half, but really in the first halves of both games, offensively, we got to do a better job making our layups, squaring up on our layups, hitting the open threes, and trying to get to the foul line. So offensively is a big part of it. We've really worked hard on trying to get better shots, improve our shot selection, and to figure out who to go to in certain areas to get better shots up.
Turning attention to this weekend, 2 home games, Saturday against LIU Brooklyn, Monday night against St. Francis Brooklyn. Right. Big game against the Blackbirds on Saturday could go away in terms of tie-breaking scenarios later in the season. What kind of response are you looking for your team on Saturday afternoon?
Well, you're correct. Very big games this weekend. What we want to do is we want to come out with a much more aggressive mindset, at the same time playing with poise and being tough on the defensive end, getting stops, getting into our press. One of the ways we got to do that is we got to improve our offensive shot selection and our ability to put the ball in the hoop. So we're really looking for a much more aggressive mindset to start the games off.
You've been talking about balanced offense all year. Anybody from 1 to 7 really could lead you guys in scoring any night. Four players in double figures at Mount, all starters, but no points off the bench for you guys. Is it just a matter of just finding that complementary 2 to 3 buckets from 3 different players?
No doubt. We're looking for, and I think we're going to make a few changes, and I think this will help us maybe get 8 or 10 points out of a couple more players. So you're right. I think having 4 people in double figures against Mount was good. Now we got to add a couple more people that can get 6, 8, 10. If they could get double figures, that'd be great. And we're trying to figure out a few ways to do that. And I think we're heading in the right direction as far as that goes.
Monday night, you guys host the Terriers here, St. Francis Brooklyn. Yeah. Had good wins in the non-conference, already won at Robert Morris this year. Right. What kind of game are you expecting between you and them?
Well, they're a very solid team. St. Francis, you're right. They've had some really good wins, and we can't allow them to shoot the ball well. When they shoot the three well, they're very tough, and they have some good low post options, and they have some good players cutting. You got to be really tough the entire shot clock on offense, and you got to be really tough the entire shot clock on defense, because many times you'll play 30 seconds. But they're running more this year, and they're sharp on the offensive end, and we got to take away the 3-point game for them.
You guys at their place, in their last game against them last year, it seemed like it was one of both teams' better offensive performances. The game was it was an open game very much. Are you expecting the same thing on Monday night?
Well, it could be. They've had some higher scoring games this year, and you're right. That last time we played them was a very high scoring game after a low scoring game here. So you have to see. We have to shoot the ball better to beat them, and at the same time we can't allow them to take 12, 14 threes and hit threes the way they're capable of.
What's one thing that you've been teaching, or not teaching, but harping on your kids to really emphasize this week in practice?
Well, we want to make sure that we are not fouling. When we lost at Mount, the free throw discrepancy was 32-16. Very hard to win games when people double you by that many. So we've done a great job cutting our turnovers down. We want to keep doing that. That was an area we tried to work on 2 or 3 weeks ago. Now we have to find ways to cut down our fouls and to get to the foul line ourselves at a higher rate, and for us to take more foul shots than our opponents.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time this week. Knights fans, don't forget to come out to Rothman Center twice for the women's basketball team. Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. as part of T-Neck Day. All T-Neck residents will get in and free of charge with a proof of identification. That's part of a doubleheader with the men at 4. And the Knights host the St. Francis Brooklyn College Terriers at 7 p.m. Both games can be seen live on necfrontrow.com. Be sure to stay up to date with all FDU Knights information at fdunites.com.